What is it that makes a cowboy? It's not the boots or the buckle. It's not the chaps. It's not the jeans. It's not the lasso or the cattle. Not the horse or the saddle. You might think they're all long gone, but you don't need a hat to be a cowboy. A cowboy isn't too busy to lend a hand to a partner. Not too proud to take one either. And when they get knocked in the dirt, bloodied and trampled, a cowboy dusts themselves off and gets back up. And they'll stand by their partners and challenge those who have it all. And they'll keep riding till they find their peace.
Hello. How's everybody doing today? You're all welcome to some Thronebreaker witchery things. Let me start by shouting out the wonderful Mochi, who's coming in hot with a hydrate. We love Mochi and Mochi Mondays, which it is Mochi Monday. Actually, for me at least. How was my weekend, Mochi? Very sleepy. Very sleepy. Which sees me up at this hour. Up at 4 AM. Up and at 'em, ready to go. Heyo, Tink, how are you doing? Oh, this music is phenomenal. Yeah, this music is a jam. Caps lock, no worries, like it happens to Saul, it happens to Saul. We're getting into the Witcher, Thronebreaker Witcher things today. I actually don't have a schedule done for next week, but off the top of my head it'll be Shadow of Mordor, Saints Row Tuesday, Neo Wednesday, Thursday to be confirmed. Friday it'll be DSF, and then Sunday it'll probably be back to Thronebreaker or something else if we get finished. There you go. Scheduled for next week, seeing as we don't have one just yet. It'll look something like that. Yep. Let's jump into Thronebreaker. Yeah, Thronebreaker is my first witchery thing, and it's excellent. Really, it's a very strong contender for my game of the year, I think. What else did we do? For anyone that missed it yesterday, we started the Metal Sonic emblems. And we got 9 out of the 30 of them done. And we did some Final Fantasy XIV, and we just got up to the start of Heavensward. I hear only good things. Now, the intended play order, there is another Gwent-based Witcher game, which I forget what it's called, but there is another Gwent-based prequel that we will play based off the strength of this. Let me pull up my intended play order for the Witchery games and see. Gwent Rogue Mage. So that is actually next on our Witcher hit list. Before getting into the Witcher games proper. Lily, how are you? Good morning. I'm surprised you're up so early, or so late, whichever. Early in my case, I'm just up out of bed. I think without further ado, let's jump in. I've seen Nog and Violet and a couple of people play Witcher 3, and it really did look like a lot of fun, so that's where we're ultimately working towards. But yeah, let me remember to turn off my intro vid for once. Hooray. trying to get better about that. And let's jump into some Thronebreaker. But yeah, I do plan to hit up all the games in order, or in a order anyway. Maybe not release order, not quite chronological either. You haven't been to bed, but you're still on holiday this week. I'm good aside from sleep schedule. Which is gonna, with work and stuff, is gonna have to be fixed today, whether it wants to be or not. So we'll just plenty of G Fuel, plenty of coffee. We'll get through today, and we'll be all right.
Hey, come on, get them shackles off him. Poor sod can't eat proper.
Dunno, not sure I like that. What if he runs for it? He's worth a heap of coin.
Ah, bollocks. Been all in him a week, hasn't tried a thing. Why he up and bolt now? Matter of fact, got to thinking. What did a sweet, gentle chap like him do to get the Queen of Zericania so riled?
She's a shrew, that's what. Queen and witch in one. Worst of both worlds.
Enough about her.
I reckon that's Gascon in the intro.
While we tossed down some cards.
Ah, why not? And since you mentioned one queen...
So I don't know where I am in this, if I'm anywhere near the end or not. It's kind of hard to tell. Well, I definitely don't think we're at the end. So we can continue. I'm doing good, Lillian. I'm good. Just trying to juggle everything around. I kind of planned to stream this after the West Ham match, which went badly yesterday, but then I was too tired, shockingly enough, and I lay down for a nap, and then it was 4 AM. Oh, yikes. So we have a bit to... This looks like it's going to be the end of the map up here, so... Or maybe even there. So maybe we don't have too much left in this map. We'll see. So I left myself there so we can get lost. We're probably going there. We'll look out here. Then go up to our main quest there. But like it wasn't even like it was 2 or 3 hours, it was like 12. It's like, I'm tired, but I can't be that tired, can I? I still don't feel properly rested. That's the worst of it all. My lord, I offer you my sincerest apologies. I failed in my task. We were forced to cease felling. We simply lacked the necessary labour. Men are falling like flies, dying from disease and festering wounds. We've abandoned camp. I've sent items. The greatest worth to Vizima in locked chests. However, I will not be returning to the capital as I'm in no condition to travel. I have a wound in my leg and rot has already set in. It's been a true honour to serve under your command. Okay. Well, things not going well for that guy.
One day, the quartermaster approached with news to report.
Natty, how are you?
Bad news.
You're great. Our food stocks have near run out. And about villages, folk have naught to spare, not even to trade.
The Queen dispatched small groups of scouts. They were to scour the countryside for hunting camps, beekeepers, charcoal burners, any souls willing to trade food for coin or goods. The first scouts came back around dusk. The last 3 detachments returned not at all. At first, Meave suspected they'd fallen prey to monsters, the beastly or Nilfgaardian kind. Later, she learned the men had left naught of their belongings behind. She'd been soft-hearted toward
Fucking
deserters.
course.
This lot decided they, too, would give it a try. That night, Meave lay still but sleepless. Beneath thin covers, she was cold, hungry, irate.
See that? This is me getting fucked over because I didn't execute my own soldiers. Oh, you just can't win in this game. Or I wonder is The Witcher the main game like that? But it seems like a lot of the time, no matter what decision you take, you just get absolutely fucked over. Definitely trying to be nice doesn't get you anywhere in the Witcher universe. You've learnt that much.
Towering alders grow thick in Isgith, their crowns weaving an expansive canopy that obscures the sky. Any sunbeams to slip through this twisted thicket scatter in the milky mist below. Thus the marsh abides in a state of perpetual twilight, wherein a sense of time and direction are easily lost. As the force moved along, a glow appeared in the trees. The Lyrians squinted, their mouths agape in wonder. An orb hung over the water, pulsating, humming. It circled the soldiers, darted off a distance, then hovered as if waiting.
A will-o'-the-wisp, that is,
whispered one of the footmen.
Believe it's keen to show us something.
Meve knew the wisp could prove treacherous, lead them into a trap.
Let's follow it.
Nonetheless, she followed, though not entirely certain why. Her soldiers seemed eager. She sensed they approved. Yet she was also simply curious.
We follow it. Carefully. Weapons at the ready.
Oh, okay. Nothing happened. I assume we're just going down this way. I want to see what I'm building real quick. That for 1,500 gold, or wood maybe. Wood seems to be my main thing. I can probably trade some of it for, trade away some of my gold. I'll keep the gold for the moment. Hang on, what? It's all fine. Oh, there it is again. Okay, looks like it's showing me a wagon.
As the wisp led the Lyrians down a narrow, winding path, Meve surveyed her surroundings warily. Beads of sweat emerged upon her brow. But her fears, in the end, proved unfounded. For at the path's end, the troops found what appeared to be a caravan's remains. Its wagons, rot-eaten, half-buried in the bog, had sat there for decades, perhaps longer. Despite this, gilded panels and scraps of silver-threaded fabric showed they'd once been rather ornate. Inside the wagons, the soldiers discovered many steel crates. Rust-covered but intact, they contained truly dazzling treasures. Sacks bulging with gold coin, pearl-encrusted goblets, exotic velvets and silks in beads.
Blimey, the sheer amount. And here of all places.
A footman muttered under his breath. Meve quickly pieced it all together. She too had once ridden in such a caravan, splendid and laden with gold, when she'd left her home to marry. The rest of the story was not difficult to divine. This was a maiden's dowry. She and her retinue lost their way. Isgith proved their grave, unbeknownst to any other. The wisp circled Meve's party, blinked several times, then faded into thin air. The troops resumed their march, and all seemed in order. Seemed, for soon several footmen were discovered to be gone. Greed had been their ruin. They'd grabbed too much. The loot had weighed them down, and the marsh had embraced them.
Idiots. So they took too much treasure. Okay, we actually got a load of stuff there so we can build something. Maybe. Oh yeah. Damage all units and destroy by 3. Okay, we might take a pitfall trap if we can make one. I don't have any more copies of this card. How do I make them? Okay, 38 gold, 350 wood. Yeah, craft it. Matter of fact, I would craft as many of create them. It'll let me. Okay, and I want to get rid of 3. Them lads are good. I'll probably get rid of these guys. One more. Get rid of a medic. Alright, that should be my deck strengthened up a bit. And hang on, for the next thing I want to build, let's get this into my head. I want it. Not enough resources, I know that. We'll say 2,000, we'll build that. 2,000 wood. Spitfire! You nerd. How are you? Hope you're having a wonderful day. Hey Pine Prince, how are you? Welcome in. How much? Very, very good. I like Thronebreaker a lot. It's saying at the start, it's in the running for my game of the year. My own game of the year based off the games I play this year. Just on the strength of story alone, like I'm at the swamps and I think I'm near the end. The swamps, but yeah, very, very, very good game. It's a shame. I think because it's Gwent based, a lot of people overlook it, but it's really, really strong. It's a very, very, very good game. Storytelling is excellent. Excellent. It is excellent. What was I going to say? I was checking out the Witcher games. There's another Witcher game called Gwent Rogue Mage, which is another prequel to the Witchers, so I'm probably going to work that into my Witcher replay order as well. So I think I'm going to go Gwent Rogue Mage after this, then Witcher 1, Witcher 2, Witcher 3. And we'll see if any more games come out in the meanwhile. Okay, big looking spider eating. That's a standard battle. Well, we just got our I just made some pitfalls, so they could be good. Oh shit, that goes in there. Oh, actually that makes sense. This is fine, actually. You didn't play the Rogue Mage one yet? I don't know anything about it either, but I just added it in.
Time to reap, a time to sow, and a time to die.
I think it's to do with the, in broad terms, what I've seen, it's to do with, the creation of Witchers. I think that's what the story is about. Do we have any special conditions or anything? No, just standard old battle. So we'll play this. My brand new fancy Dan card. I actually tried to put it on the Steam Deck and it doesn't work. Funnily enough.
You mad? Don't shake that!
So it's my turn indeed.
Aye.
Oh, they've passed. That's good. Or is it? Okay. We'll want to redraw. Americans still smoke. Ah, it's vaping. It's vaping, I guess. But I'm Irish anyway, not American. I think we can go with that, maybe. Based in Dublin. Yeah, let's just try win this round. Okay, we are gonna go with this. Because I am gonna bomb that back row. And if he likes spawning a load of shit into that front row, the crap will get them every time.
This could hurt.
Most exotic American accent you've ever heard, Natty. Thought you... Yeah, I think I have one of my tags, bad sleep schedule. The time is definitely unorthodox. All I know about my accent is it's not that strong, but holy hell, does closed captions not like it at all. Hey Trigon, Skull Special. Thank you kindly. Dear Lord, I'm getting my ass somewhat kicked here, but...
We'll catch 'em all! there's only the beginning!
Let's see, we might be okay. Yo, Trigon. School special. Absolutely. Let's do it after this fight. Okay, turn end. I think we have this. It's like Fericho, so it's just Fericho. Damage 3 units by 3. If unit destroyed. Alright, now we're dealing out a lot of damage. This is in the bag, I reckons. Oh, we may as well, but we'll do this first. Yep, we have this kind of like Fericho. Yep. Oh yeah, victory! No real story or anything to that fight, it's just there. Okay, so we're going to be heading back up this way, where our main quest is. I think we'll get to the bridge, we'll anchor up. Yeah, I'd say we have to or not we have to, but we want to explore that cave, and then I suspect this will be the finale of the area. We'll see. This area was kind of split in two, because we had almost a little mini finale down there. But yeah, it's the school special. Awesome possum. Let's anchor up. We'll be right back, and we'll continue in just a moment. See you in a sec. Alrighty, gang, we are back, all danked up, ready to go. Yep, the VODs. There's an archive channel. There's over 100 playthroughs of games on it. Should play some more retro games. Yeah, I democratize a lot of what I play through awards and other things. Level 50 reward is you can pick any game and we'll play it, as long as, I think the only real rule I have about it is that it's not out of sequence, so I don't want to play, say, what's a good example? What is a good example? I don't know. I don't want to play The Witcher 2 if I haven't played The Witcher 1. We'll go with that as an example, seeing as we're on Witchers. I just like to play the games in order. But yeah, I take rewards, and the Council of Trolls, level 100, they pick one of the games all the time. So we play a mix of all kinds of stuff. At the moment we're playing Shadows of Mordor, Saints Row, Neo. We'll see. Thursdays to be confirmed what we're playing there. Friday. What's Friday? Oh, Friday will be a drinking, smoking, fighting. I haven't decided what that's going to be yet. And Sunday will be either this or... I know two games that are definitely coming up. The next two games I intend to rotate in are Devil May Cry, the original Devil May Cry 1. And Final Fantasy X. So I don't know if they're retro enough, but they're pretty retro, I guess, at this stage. But they're definitely two upcoming games. But yeah, most of what I play, certainly Monday through Wednesday, is community choice stuff. So it's democratized. I really want to give Sonic Omens a go. The fan-made game, it looks really, really interesting. I don't think it's super long. You like Witcher 1 the best out of the trilogy? That's interesting. We'll get to it. We'll get to everything eventually. We do get through a lot of games. How do you level up? Oh, just by being here. Just by being here. You don't have to do anything, just by being in the channel. Knickers is by and large a polite dog who heals, shake paws, and on good days even sits when instructed to do so. Strayed from lured by scent. Okay, help Knickers reach the end of the cave. It's weird, Mochi. Like, I wouldn't consider anything from 360 or PS3 era retro yet. But maybe if you jump back to PS2, I got a feeling PS2, original Xbox, I'm kind of thinking, yeah, they are kind of retro at this stage. So I do it more by console generation. And yeah, Pine Prince is kind of on the same page. I don't know why though, like 360 is now kind of 2 gens back, so that might fall in eventually. Oh, good, one of these. Help Knickers reach the end without turning back and collecting all super mine along the way. Use your leader's ability. But hang on, it says I can't turn back, doesn't it? Okay, this is just about planning a route. So hang on, if we go there, no, we can't go. Or we can do that. Then we missed this one. So go up there. Okay, I think I got it. Oh, we'll see. Does this leader work out good or work out bad? I think we're okay here, because I think we can just go straight up the way. I think that's what it told me to do, was get all the soup and shit. Got any pets? Not at the moment, Pine Prince, but I grew up on a farm. But, I'm only moved into this house a couple of months, so not yet, and the previous little crappy apartment I lived in was too small to give a pet a good life, in my opinion. Heather, how are you? Welcome in. Welcome in. We got it. We seem to get very little reward out of that. We might need to start converting gold to wood at some point, but it looks to me like this is we're coming up on finale time. Yeah, let's push on. Would that be a bad idea? Don't expect to make any money off it. Actually, that's all. Get a snake. Metal Gear. That's all I can think of. A mate of mine is big into snakes and those kind of pets. So I could certainly ask him for advice on that. Right, let's rock up. What have we got? Nilfgaardians, probably.
In evading Nilfgaard's banners, Meve led her force into Angren's wildest reaches. The foe could not attack the Lyrians there, yet hazards of another sort befell them. One day they reached a quagmire too vast and deep to ford. So the Queen summoned her engineer, Xavier, and called on him to build a makeshift bridge. By nightfall, he had drawn up plans.
We shall start by laying abutments, then drive piles into the mire.
The depth?
We dropped plumb lines. 4 L's.
Pursued by the plans, Meve did not see as Xavier slipped a line off his shoulder. By the time she felt it on her throat, she feared it might be
Xavier?
too late.
Is everyone fucking betraying me?
At this moment, when we would be alone. You die now, Majesty, and with you dies Lyria's, the whole North will to resist.
You absolutely may, Mochi.
What died was the Nilfgaardian rallying cry in Xavier's throat. At the last instant, Gascon and Reynard rushed in to save the warrior queen, and thus proved their loyalty beyond any doubt.
Your Grace! Your Grace!
There was no answer, but Reynard could hear her breathe. Maeve would live.
Did not see that coming, I gotta
It was
admit.
several hours later when Maeve finally came to. She opened her eyes, then Gascon and Reynard helped her to her feet.
No, my Xavier card. He was awesome.
Careful, Your Majesty.
I should have been more careful earlier. Damn it. If you two hadn't...
No need for words. You needn't mention it.
I couldn't disagree more. We're due for a long conversation. First of all, I owe you thanks.
I love Gascon, actually. He's probably one of the best characters in the whole thing. That was a surprise, Lily, but Jesus Christ, in Witcher world, everyone betrays you all the time. It's wild.
Second, my trust in you both has been heavily tarnished. I believe that goes without saying. Yet today you proved beyond all doubt that I can rely on you. So I thank you.
To serve under your banner, Majesty, it is an honor.
Ooh, Reynard Plus.
Likely I'd have put it differently, but Reynard seems to have the right idea.
Very well. We've reassured ourselves of admiration for one another enough. We've matters to which we must attend. I trust as I lay there dead to the world, you did not sit about with your thumbs up your bums. Have you at least learned why Xavier betrayed us, sided with the Empire?
In a manner of speaking, yes.
Your Grace, the rogue who lunged at you, in truth, was one Gwent ep Luinoch, a Nilfgaardian spy.
Okay, he saved my life in Mahakam.
Just a
Let's
moment,
start with
makes no
that.
sense. He saved my life in Mahakam, on the bridge.
He did, for he had to.
In one of the letters we found, Ep Dahi orders Gwalter to watch over Elder-in-Chief Hoog. The Scoia'tael in the mountains was sent there by Nilfgaard to recruit dwarves, but their commander, the Vixen, they feared she'd attack Bruver himself, something Ep Dahi wished to avoid.
Naturally. For someone else could seize power, someone not so neutrally inclined. Someone more likely to aid me, gods forbid. This discovery you made how?
We found in his toolbox a concealed compartment, letters inside. Though encrypted, we managed to decipher them. They were the Grey Rider for you to read.
The swine. An Imperial spy in my ranks this whole time. But to wait so long to strike, why?
He'd only just received the order. Another letter in the box, signed by General Ep Dahi, stated, to Gwalter ep Luinoch, eliminate M at first opportunity.
Honourless bastards. They'll stop at Nout.
Now, Maeve, you'll gain nought by getting riled. No sense to it. This is good news, in fact.
Is that so?
Think. Ep Dahi had a spy in our midst. He knew our movements, had his eye on us, his finger on the pulse. He knew our plans, who we parlayed with, and yet he didn't order your assassination. For you posed no threat.
Yeah, the art style is excellent, Pine Prince. It's I think it's the way it's done, the style of the art. It's very very like a lot of the newer Zeldas. It'll age really well. Like this game is you can play this in 20 years' time, and the art style won't suffer whatever graphics are doing then. The way it's stylized, it'll hold.
Well, clearly so much changed. Congratulations! Nilfgaard fears you now.
And rightly so.
Okay, what about his scar?
But we found him in the rubble at Rosberg, midst the ashes.
Precisely what placed him beyond suspicion.
We suspect Walter enlisted with the Edanians some years past. Infiltrated that army.
He had a hand in Rosberg's defense. Then, when the time was right, he lent that same hand to its demise. Caused an explosion that tore a hole through its walls. It worked, but at a price. He suffered severe burns. If not for our medics, he'd have...
Stop. So it was not elves who brought about the fort's fall as he claimed.
A filthy lie to stoke the fires of racial hatred. To stir conflict and chaos and rage that would make the realm of Edirn waver and fall.
If we're to judge by Rayla's actions, he was rather successful.
Bastard. Yet even so
Bastard.
badly hurt in such pain, not for a moment did he drop his mummer's act.
I've heard much of Nilfgaardian spies, Your Grace. They're trained from childhood, face constant indoctrination. They do anything for the Emperor, anything and everything.
I think that's the Gwent element. That's probably why it didn't sell so well. People just won't play card games as much. Which is a shame.
As soon as Gwalter spotted a chance to join our ranks, to be at your side, he took it, exploited it ably.
Traitors all around. That's exactly how I feel.
To be brief, I've traitors all about me.
Your Grace, you resent our actions, I understand, but...
You, Willem, the Cad Caldwell, Gascon, Gabor, finally Xavier. Tell me how. How am I to trust anyone?
You can't. Amongst all the realms in the north, you're Nilfgaard's sole rival. One remaining threat. All other rulers either soundly defeated and enchained, or tails tween their legs, they've donned Nilfgaard's leash. The Blackclads will do all to destroy you, if not upon the field, then in secret, with an assassin and a quick, sharp blade.
What's left? Prayer. Melitele too is sure to turn and take Nilfgaardian gold sooner or later. Ugh. We've talked enough. We must form up. Move on.
Majesty, you ought to rest. Your stand's swaying. Your step can't be too sure.
Only my horse needs step true.
Maeve, you've just about had the life choked out of you. No time to play the hero.
I'm not Gascon. Quite the opposite, actually. These damn swamps, they terrify me. I wish to get the hell out and never, ever look back.
The Aruga lies near. I sent scouts ahead. They've secured a barge. We can sail to Red Lobington.
Splendid. Sound the horns. We march.
Woo. We're out of here, I guess. Without conflict? Seems unlikely. Okay, well, we continue.
Sandflies and mosquitoes blanketed Maeve's face and neck. She did not bother to brush them away. She'd been in Angren long enough to know more would come in their place.
Your Majesty,
Reynard called from behind.
our scouts have returned. We've a large force of Blackclads on our tail, infantry and horsemen, and they draw nearer.
Blast!
Maeve wiped away the sweaty hair stuck to her brow.
What say you, Reynard? Shall we give them a fight?
We're but a few miles from the river, where a barge awaits. It makes no sense to battle now.
Why, skipping? Skipping?
Though near her strength's end, Maeve stepped up her pace. She could not wait to stand upon a barge deck and leave Angren's infernal bogs behind. Alas, in place of the promised vessel, they found only severed moorings.
No! No, it can't be.
Suddenly, Meve drove her fist into the trunk of the nearest tree. Fortunately, a soft and rotted one.
This isn't so.
Oh, let the letters reveal themselves. I've no great preference on that. I've no problem doing that.
Your Grace, have mercy. I stepped away but for a spell,
Croaked a scout, pale as a ghost.
and thieves jumped out the underbrush. Fell upon it. Whole band of them. A white-haired warrior, a minstrel, and a lass what had a bow.
Well, is that all?
Interrupted Gascon.
No vampire sat upon an ass with no saddle? You cocked up, man, damn it. Meve, what now?
The Queen turned back towards the swamp. Between the trees, she glimpsed a golden sun glimmering upon a banner.
We shall discuss that later,
Said the Queen, drawing her sword.
provided we survive.
Alright, here we go. Guardians. The reason I do that is, or have been doing that, is really so that I know where the end is, so that I don't accidentally skip when there's a pause in dialogue or something. It's so that I kind of know where the end is and don't accidentally skip anything, but it's okay to let them reveal themselves. Like I said, I've no great preference. Okay, shortened battle. White-haired warrior and a minstrel. We can go with that, maybe. Jared, how are you?
Everyone, rally to me! Drive them back!
Should have listened to me, old lady.
Ah!
Alba!
Just vibing. Awesome, awesome.
Your life is mine now.
Shoutouts for Jared.
Very glad!
You mad? Don't shake that!
Okay, turn and
Wise choice.
This could hurt.
Order!
oof. Okay, they really went after that guy. Doesn't matter, he's done what he's there to do.
To thee, gloire!
Okay, this is going pretty well.
Nice Tedatu. Have I streamed Bioshock? Yeah, Bioshock is, we did all the Bioshocks, for sure. Alright, this is our last go.
Hail, Kerzer! Your Grace, that was but their vanguard.
Well, we won. See no about that. It might be before I started archiving. Unfortunately,
Near the battle's end, Meve faced a black-clad officer. Nimbly dodging his strike, she countered. The Queen's sword sank deep, the hilt rattling his breastplate. A rush of hot blood covered Meve's hands. The winged helmet toppled from the officer's head, exposing a sweaty face, gasping for breath. Before the Queen stood a ruddy-haired boy with long eyelashes. He was Willem's age, perhaps a bit older. His body slumped, then disappeared beneath the malodorous foam atop the murky waters. Meve cast away her sword as if it had burned her hand.
Majesty, what is it? Are you hurt?
Reynard said,
Okay.
rushing to her side.
No, I'm not. It's fine. Give the order to march. With no barge, we must walk to Red Lobington along the riverbank.
Your Majesty, we must tend to the wounded. Use the rest of the day, I wager.
oh, this is going to be another sucky decision. Yeah, unfortunately, when you start out, you don't. You just don't. Archival is not something you think about. Haven't played Portal 2 yet. No, Portal 2. Portal 2 is probably on the agenda. I'll probably play that with Gecko at some point. I'm a big fan of the first Portal, though.
We ain't time enough for that.
Interjected Gascon.
That was but the vanguard sent in pursuit to slow us down. And even so, they outnumbered us 2 to 1. What happens when the main force arrives? We must flee. Now.
And abandon the injured, to bleed to death in the mud.
Alas, Reynard, yes. Unless you'd rather we stayed and died with them.
Sucky decision coming up. I don't like leaving people behind, but this is going to work out badly.
Gascon is right. Should Nilfgaard close the distance between us, we'll stand little chance.
Phew. At least you've the sense to...
But I would sooner perish than let my men rot in this accursed swamp. The medics will tend to all the wounded. Then, what will be will be.
I tell you what'll be.
Snarled Gascon.
Epdai'll take a butcher's hook and gut you. Then hang you from Lyria capital's walls. Yet, if this be your wish...
Be my wish. Ori 2, yeah, I have to get to that. The first story was excellent, and I heard the second one is only better.
Neve waited for the medics to sew the last stitch, tie off the last bandage. Only then did she order her force to move out. At the
Hopefully we
column's
get
end,
away.
upon stretchers lay those without the strength to walk, consumed by fever, dazed or unconscious, dying. Fatigued and laden with the wounded, the Lyrians moved slow as molasses. Soon Nilfgaard's forward elements had caught up. The Blackclads nipped at the Lyrians' tail with arrow volleys from the cover of trees and occasional forays by cavalry. They were in no hurry. They could torment their foes, weaken their spirit before the final clash.
I don't know about that. No, I played the first Assassin's Creed. I did play the first Assassin's Creed. Played 1, 2, Brotherhood, and Revelations. Okay, so we're just going down to here. It might just be before I started recording games. No, I streamed it. It's just ages ago. I know Assassin's Creed 1 would have been about 4 years ago because I'm doing one Assassin's Creed game a year. So it just would have been a long time ago. I think Assassin's Creed 3 is next. I think that's where I am in the series. Actually, when I moved to rotation games, Assassin's Creed 1 was one of the original kind of first games that I did, or that I put in. That seems like a long time ago. It's before that I was streaming all the Kingdom Hearts games, and then when I finished them I didn't really know what to do with myself. Just how the game rotation system was born. Redlaw Binden. Well, we're here.
At long last, Meve spotted a dark form spanning the river's course, Red Lobinden's Bridge. Just a brief stretch more, and the Lyrians would find themselves beyond the invaders' grasp, free and clear of bogs, and the beasts that prowled them. Yet joy at this sight soon gave way to despair. The bridge was dark, black, from the horde of Nilfgaardians that held it. Clearly the Blackclads had divined the path of Meve's flight, and had cut off her last means of escape.
That's it. We're dead men. All. They'll cut us down to the last.
Ah, we'll get him.
Meve shut her eyes, felt them sting with fatigue. She knew when she turned she could not show her men 1 ounce of fear, 1 pinch of doubt. She gripped her reins tightly. The leather dug into her skin, helping her hold back her tears. And when the Queen finally spoke, her voice was strong and boomed over the river's roar.
I know what you wish to hear.
The Queen began.
That the gods watch over us. That we'll come through the fray unharmed. That a friendly force is but moments away. Those would be lies. The truth is as bitter as it is undeniable. We stand cornered. Cannot win this fight. Cannot flee it. We can but choose how to die. Hanged from the boughs like common criminals. Or weapons in hand, like the fighters we are. I've made my choice. Time you made yours!
With that cry, Meve broke for the bridge toward a forest of spears into a deluge of arrows. She let the tears fall from her eyes. Tears of rage, fear, fatigue.
Good motivational
It was
speech.
not until she'd almost reached the enemy line that she dared glance backward. And she saw she was not alone.
She saw she was not alone. Reading the monster manga, yeah, it's another reward thing I have. It's I was trying to strike some kind of balance. I feel it's the same with game choices and things. Gothic, I've never even heard of Gothic, to be honest. It's what I try to do is give stuff out via rewards that because people always mention TV shows and stuff, and I feel it's just I don't know, it's disingenuous. You don't have time to look at stuff, but or to look at everything, but at least if you put it on a reward, it can kind of go into a queue and you can kind of get to it and do it. So it's just a kind of way to try not to be disingenuous about saying, oh, I'll look at that or whatever when people recommend stuff. Yeah, the writing, the story is excellent, Lily. Like this has been phenomenal. It's like I said, it's why it's going to be in the running for Game of the Year. And I completed Final Fantasy VI this year, so it's wild, like, but it's right up there with it, you know. Okay, standard battle.
Defend the Queen! Valyria!
Oh shit, did I not get to draw my cards? No, apparently not. Okay. Oh, so Maeve is on the battlefield. We don't have boosts. Interesting. I'll throw out one of these. This'll be my healing thing for this round. Oh, thank you, No Pine Prince. I do try to keep things just so certainly lists and things would be a strength. I don't know what to do here, really. I'm very used to using Maeve's ability a lot to carry me through. We'll go after that. Probably got German ancestors, maybe, who knows, who knows.
Barbarians.
There's been a mistake. I'm
Oh
no maid.
shit. Don't play him then. Where are you? Okay, we will play you there.
This harvest will be reaping black-clad heads.
Now we'll go with the Alchemist.
Greetings. What is it?
So what I kind of really want to do is to make them give up. Which they're not looking like doing, unfortunately.
I warned you.
Don't really go for such stuff. It's not even... I wouldn't say force, it's just time is a big factor for me, Pine Prince. I work a lot of hours, unfortunately. So it's... what can I do and not do? Everything is kind of at the cost of something else. If that makes sense. Okay, awesome.
Don't shoot! Don't shoot! We're friends, not foe!
Damn it, just gets better and better.
To the bridge!
That's
Cut the way
Geralt.
back to the bridge! Bolster the defense!
Girl just showing up. Oh shit. Well, that Witcher guy got wrecked. I suppose not my problem if they die.
Catch!
It's in the books. I think I've seen it referenced in the TV show as well.
Off to the front yet again.
Get this guy out there.
The Morrowind drink with our forefathers!
Intern. The Netflix one, yeah. I've only seen the first season of that, but I think it's referenced towards the end of it.
Cats out!
Yikes.
I smell a leak.
I haven't seen the second season. The first season was pretty good. I thought the first season was pretty good anyway.
Tell me you jest.
My spirit's willing and how, but these damn boots are killing me.
Yeah, it's long, but I'll chip away at it. And Naruto was something I was interested in watching anyway, so it's okay. Go with this. I don't know, is that worthwhile? We'll end our turn. Naruto was semi-trolly as a pick, I think as well, but which is okay. Oh, I can't. Okay, we'll hold off on that then. We'll play Gascon.
Wait, you're serious?
Oh,
Marin Yalde Crowfair.
Dishonored, Fable, Spyro. Yeah, they were pretty fun. They were pretty fun.
How did that incantation go?
All of them. Okay. Another full hand. Oh shit, they've fired me. Not good. We'll keep after them. This is going to be a long battle, actually.
Quiet. The Commissar will hear.
I have a big problem with Maeve taking continuous damage from the fire. I don't know if I have to keep her alive. I assume I should. I wonder if these stack. We'll put another one down. They do stack. Awesome. What now? We'll get about one of these. Yeah, I've been streaming a long time. Very lucky with people I've met on Twitch as well. Mochi, have a great night. Appreciate you. Sleep well.
Your Majesty, no!
Oh, that's a loss, is it?
I've lost my tooth. Son of a whore.
No, it's not. Oh, she's gone there, actually. That might really help me.
There's a time to reap, a time to sow, and a time to die.
Hey, Videl, how are you? Jesus Christ, what the hell do these nerds have? 7 billion cards? Just get fucking wrecked. How about that? I'll put these boys back here, I guess.
Aye. Should have listened to me, old lady.
El Herzer.
You mad? Don't shake that!
I think we're going to be okay here, but I'm just glad that we didn't lose when Maeve died.
Yes.
Oh, thanks, Spine Prince. Very complimentary. How are you doing, Vidal? I hope you're well.
This could hurt.
Always consider the stream work in progress. It's never quite finished. There's always stuff to do, stuff to improve, so could have constantly mucking away at things.
A highly curious case. Egreutro dum anima est, spes est.
Wise choice.
Order!
Okay, this is just playing out now, it's gonna be on my control, but...
Your life is mine now.
Infiltrate!
I think we're gonna be okay. Nice lazy Sunday, very, very nice.
Fall back! Below it!
Yep, we got him. Get wrecked, you nerds. And continue.
Meve was victorious on the banks of the Yaruga, but paid dearly for it. She lost a host of men and suffered harm herself. Yet she'd have been doomed, if not for a certain white-haired witcher. Meve longed to meet her mysterious savior, and set off in search of him as soon as the battle dust had settled.
We're
She
going to
found
meet
him with
Geralt.
the field surgeon and learned he was none other than the Witcher Geralt. Yes,
We are.
incredible as it may seem, I've heard the tale from several and can vouch for its truth. At any rate, making naught of the fact that Geralt's ears were ringing from a blow with a mace, Meve began immediately to interrogate him.
You for Faith Woodbridge?
Asked Meve, prodding him insistently. For a spell, Geralt worried his hearing was shot, but then realized the Queen had a lisp.
Worked out that way, I guess.
You guess!
Meve gagged on the blood in her mouth.
Someone hold me!
The Queen felt Geralt merited the highest honor, a knighthood. Another monarch might have delayed until a more opportune time, but not Meve. Meve delayed nothing.
Count Odo, you, sir, do the honors. Alas, I cannot because of my tooth.
For valor shown in battle, I, Meve, by the gods' grace, Queen of Lyria and Rivia, hereby do knight thee.
Geralt of place unknown. The bridge you felled with men from Rivia. Or so you guess. I guess it falls to me to dub thee Geralt of Rivia.
Ooh, there's some interesting background. That's where he got that title from.
Meve had come home, though by a circuitous route, through Edern's smoking embers,
We're learning lots here.
Angron's beast-infested quagmires, cross Mahakam's snow-capped ridges. But she had returned, cloaked in legend, a mighty army in tow. The moment was weighty, and not to be tainted even by Geralt of Rivia's disappearance, or dare we say desertion. The hero of the battle for the bridge was now a sought man. Yet Meve was determined to take back her realm, with or without the Witcher's aid. Valyrian's daring escapade behind enemy lines, and the triumphant victory at the battle for the bridge that crowned it, breathed new life into the North's war effort. Bands of resistance fighters now swarmed the conquered lands, while Kedwin and Redania, on the verge of swearing fealty to the Emperor, suddenly broke off talks with the invader. The Nilfgaardian war machine suddenly screeched to a halt, and the tide of war turned. Facing a united North, the invader had to withdraw the bulk of its forces from Lyria and Rivia. The way was cleared for Meve to retake her lost lands, defeat General Epdahi, and depose Willem. Or perhaps mother and son would not have to fight after all.
Milady, I come at King Willem's bidding.
Prince Willems.
His Majesty proposes a meeting. No arms, no escorts.
His Majesty?
It's dodgy.
That's barely tall enough to reach his mother's bosom.
Don't trust it.
Silence. Let him say his piece.
Maeve was all scared. Makes sense, I guess.
His Majesty, Willem I, wishes to discuss the possibility of a truce.
Okay, there we're going. Custom stream layouts and something. I kind of prefer a generally more minimalistic kind of thing. I don't... it's a personal preference. I don't like clunking up the screen too much and taking away from the game. That's just me.
He wishes to surrender. Is that his aim?
Your words, not mine, Your Grace.
I'll definitely keep it in mind.
I've a few more on the tip of my tongue. But save them I shall for later.
Willem I's chosen the site for the parley. In...
Willem I will choose nought. If he wishes to speak, let him meet me midst the ruins of Devil's Tower.
Understood, Your Grace. I'll relay your terms.
Willem's emissary rode off, serenaded by hisses and jeers. Frightened by the clamor, his horse reared and kicked. The rider forced his mount to obey with cracks of his crop, striking many more times than was necessary.
The fool. Nag'll toss him off first chance it gets. Soon as he loosens the reins.
No great loss, I wager. But tell me, your thoughts on this reunion?
Sounds a ruse to me. But I know that won't stop you.
Whence this certainty?
Come now, Maeve. At the end of it all, he's your son. You still care about him, it's obvious.
Willem's a traitor and I'll treat him as such. That's true as well.
Yes, I care dearly, Gascon. I care to capture him and try him for treason.
Maeve, the boy was manipulated.
It took no great push. Let's go. They await us.
I'd definitely try him for treason.
Meve rode out clad in golden plate, her banners waving proudly overhead. She no longer led a band of ragtag partisans, but an army able to fend off an empire and drive its soldiers from her lands.
Steve-O, buddy, how are you? And Styles, thank you for the follow. You're very welcome to the channel. Hope you've been keeping well, Steve-O. Wonderful to see you around. A bit more these days.
Ma'am, I've something you must see, without undue delay.
Let's see. This is our next map, it looks like. It's not super big, actually. I mean, it's not small, but we've had much bigger ones. Let's see how far we can get through this. Phenomenal. Excellent. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. No, not that. Continue editing. We had to do something with this deck. We need to put in something. Go. Do I think I'm going to complete that map today? It depends. It's going to be a time factor. I will have to stop to work. Pretty much to go to work at some point, so I would normally say, yeah, we'll just play it through, but I might just run into a time wall, but we'll get through as much as we can. But, like, I'm not going to rush it either. Okay, so let's see. So we're just straight up and around until we come to there, pretty much. Yeah, I use How Long to Beat quite a lot to give an idea of games, but I often find, I think maybe it's because you're streaming, I often find that I'm slower than How Long to Beat.
I thought I'd see the day. The Queen's returned. Know this, Your Grace. Blackclads have shut themselves up in our cities. They give no hint of surrender, show no sign of giving ground. My. What'll become of Prince Willem now? We've gathered donations to support the war effort, helping best we can to beat those black-clad devils.
Ooh, money.
Never thought I'd see the day. The Queen's returned.
Soldiers are losing their patience. They can't bear to see Nilfgaardian flags fly on our kingdom's borders. They long to see the Rivian coat of arms. Marauders retire. Urgent matters require attention. Yeah, fuck it. Do it. We have lots of gold. Witcher canon. Yeah, I'm not super sure on that, Steve-O, but yeah, this is before The Witcher, so they're off canon a bit from the books. Gotcha. Yeah, there you go. That's probably a better explanation than what I'd give. I'd know this is pre-Witcher stuff, if you like.
And here I feared I would see it no more.
I believed you would. I believed you could succeed. Be victorious, Your Grace.
Ooh, that's
We've
a nice
not
view.
arrived just yet, Reynard. Look, black flags still flutter over the cities. We've yet much work before us. More battles to fight. More blood to spill.
That is super pretty. Super pretty. As I said, the art style in this game is phenomenal. I really like it. Okay, looks like our first battle. You're Polish, Pine Prince. Interesting. Okay, well, we definitely want rid of him. So we don't need 3 of them. Yeah, we can go with that.
101, 102, 103.
Aye.
Hundred and 52, 154.
Ooh, they passed. Oh shit, they passed on 63 though. 63 is a lot.
Ah, should have listened to me, old lady.
Fuck, I need to play something. There we go. Dark Bond! How are you? The Rave Meister himself. You know what? That'll probably do.
Tell me you jest.
This harvest will be reaping black-clad heads.
Intern. How is this game of the year going? It's going, Dark Bond. The story is phenomenal on this, like really, really, really good.
Catch!
I wanted my ale for healing, but the dog ate it. A bit like the dog ate my homework, but still think we'll be okay. Thronebreaker has been excellent. This feels actually... This is beginning to feel like we could be pushing towards an epic conclusion if we retake our homeland. Oh, in streams in 2022, games I've streamed, excluding games I've played before. So I generally leave out games I've played before so that same games don't just win all the time. If that makes sense. No, we'll use this next round. Let's use this. Turn end. Okay, that's all I got. I think it's in the Misk channel. It was Ghost of Tsushima last year and Silent Hill 2 the year before. That's when I started. That's as early as I started doing it.
Off to the front yet again.
So it's only 2 years old, but yeah, Ghost of Tsushima and Silent Hill 2 are both we won that. Both excellent games. I see a monster down there. Chocolate biscuits, Lily lives the life, I'm telling you. Chrono Trigger was excellent, but it's those kind of decisions are like I don't know, they're not easy. Queen Maeve approaches Rivia. Though our ultimate failure is assured, we cannot rule out the possibility that she will breach the cordon at the border. Thus I recommend all outpost commanders to conceal division treasuries. The unlikely event of failure at the border, our resources shall nevertheless not fall into enemy hands. Mark the location of your hidden coffers on a map and dispatch it to High Command immediately. Okay. Big pile of wood. Actually, I should convert some of my gold into wood. See what we're getting. 2,000. We can easily do that. Exchange rate is kind of shit though, but alright, that's it. We won't be doing any more of that dodgy exchange rate, I don't think. Yeah, we build that. Do you reckon? I think the next two games, though, are... I'm sure it depends what we get to. I think the next two games on the community choice are Dragon Age Origins and Fire Emblem, both which are very long. Or I expect will be very long. This pit, body piles in, appears to be peasants, handbound, throats slit. It's the look of a mass execution. Oof. Gold and shit is low. Give them their burial though. Okay, we're gonna scooch around here and get whatever's over there before moving on. This is the kind of main path. I bet this would be really quick if you just kind of smash through the main path. Which is not how I'm playing it at all. I haven't played any Dragon Age games, but I like the Mass Effects a lot, so I'm hoping that they're just fantasy Mass Effect.
Meve needed but set one foot into the Ruwode to know something was amiss. The sickening stench of rot hung in the air. Flies swarmed in thick clouds, and crows cawed in a deafening cacophony. What had caused this murder to amass? Well, Meve's scouts soon found out.
Your Majesty,
reported a certain Sergeant Nadamur.
not far from here, past the bend, there's a cutting and
Nadamur?
it's full of bodies. Our boys and the Blackclads alike. Bodies mutilated, horribly so, guts ripped open, entrails strewn about, heads lopped. Somewhere, well,
yes?
Branches embrace him, grip him tight, as if the trees, they strangled him.
Hearing this, the Queen ordered a halt to their march. They would go no further, she thought, till they knew what had killed those men. Luckily, witnesses were soon found. A haggard band of resin burners emerged from a nearby dugout, black with dirt, covered in dried blood.
Milady,
Their eldest stammered.
Blackins came and started felling the wood. force folk to chop away, to make way for a town, they said. They pushed hard, right to the heart of the forest where the old oaks grow, and awoke some foulness. The owl.
Okay.
Old camp, blackclads and loggers alike. Done in one night. No time even to draw their weapons. We was lucky. Found pits to hide in. Just heard of something huffed and puffed while talking to the trees, no less.
Reynard ordered medics to tend to the tar makers, then turned to Meve.
We cannot wash our hands of this, Your Grace. The Nilfgaardians awoke the monster, yes, but it kills Rivians just as readily.
Okay. Reward games are normally Monday and Wednesday. And the Council Trolls game, which is that's a voted community game as well, that's Tuesday. Thursday is normally co-op day, and then Friday, Saturday, Sunday can be whatever.
Meve stood at the edge of the clearing and pricked her ears. The Ruwode echoed with the cawing of crows, which seemed to perch on its every twig. She also heard the howling of wolves, and a hollow rattling, as if branches whipped in the wind, though the day was fair and still.
That Geralt. He just had to desert me.
The Queen removed her cloak to avoid snags, and trundled toward
That
the heart
Geralt.
of the wood. Her soldiers followed, clutching cocked crossbows to sweaty cheeks.
This will be alright, surely.
Your Majesty, you'll protect us from the blackclads and monstrosities. Them blackclads don't understand the forest, don't understand nature. They rape it, try to take too much, too fast. We told them, unwise to venture so deep in the wood.
I, Queen Maeve, hereby proclaim that, upon regaining my throne, I shall raise the geld and poll tax threefold, in order to ensure the realm's populace has appropriately compensated the royal treasury for wartime expenses incurred. Similarly, I shall increase compulsory labour twofold. Whosoever attempts to withhold property from royal collectors shall have their hands severed at the wrist, eyes gouged with red-hot iron. Okay, well, that's propaganda, clearly. We'll have it cleared, fine. So there's something funny out here in the woods. Hello.
Deep in the wood, it grew cool, with a thin fog filling the air. Meve pushed past a large branch of hazel and froze. Before her stood a tall figure, nearly human in form, save the moss-covered deer skull in place of its head. Empty eye sockets burning with naked flame, the monstrosity hurled itself at Meve with a roar.
Rally to me!
Cried Meve, raising her shield.
Everyone! Anyone, to me!
Alright. Shorten battle, special rules. It's a lesson. Let's see what we got. Go with that.
Be wary. We know not what this thing can do.
spirit's willing and how, but these damn boots are killing me.
I smell a leak.
Get him. Thanks for the lurk. Fuck me, 700?
A fascinating specimen. I must study it once we're finished.
She's just out here assuming we're gonna win. Oh, I wonder what this work.
There's a time to reap, a time to sow, and a time to die.
Oh, well, we'll never find out because the fucking dog ate it. Oh, whatever.
The Morrow drink with our forefathers!
Turn end. Not enough. I don't know if it's enough. After we try that one, we're getting close though, so the damage stacks up, so I need to start hitting it right away. So Stray's cavalries will be good, them guys will be good. Take another Stray cavalry, happily. Pitfall Trap will not be bad. Yeah, let's go with that.
Be wary. We know not what this thing can do.
Fascinating specimen. I must study it once we're finished.
This could hurt.
Okay, good. This is kind of working, maybe.
Watch your heads!
Okay, it's definitely working a bit. Oh yeah, that damage is coming in big now. Yeah, this is going much better. Okay, keeping you boys alive is a priority for sure. Intern. I didn't think that'd work. I hoped. Intern. Yeah, we got this now.
Believe it's dead, whatever that means for such a thing.
Whoa!
Attacked from all sides, the monster teetered and swayed, fighting off their blows with ever greater difficulty. Finally, it fell to the ground and fell apart, like an undone bundle of twigs. In disbelief, Neve towed the pile of dried branches and scraps of bark.
Burn 'em.
She saw no blood, no entrails, as if no monster had ever stood there. As if it had all been a dream.
We returned to the road.
Was no dream.
Said, crushing the beast's deer-like skull under her heel.
Ah, and Reynard, I've a request.
Yes, Your Grace?
Once we regain the realm and return to the capital, remind me to issue an edict. No one is to enter these woods, not to log nor even to gather brush. Just in case.
Those dwelling near the Ruwode heaved a sigh of relief, and the Lyrians returned to fighting an invader who, after what they'd faced in those woods, no longer seemed so frightening.
If we can take down a fucker with 700 HP, we can take down anything. Plenty of treasure for doing that. Make sure to explore all around though. There's more monster shenanigans. Alright, this is a standard battle, so 3 rounds. Sure, yeah, that'll do.
Nothing personal, I assure you.
Probably no need to throw that out just yet. Well, maybe I should before the dog eats it. Okay. We'll give Gascon a boost. I actually know what to play. We'll play this.
Yeah, yeah!
Good. Oh, no way, drawn. We'll just rock with that.
Never listen to me, old lady.
Tell me you jest.
We'll catch 'em all!
This house will be reaping black-clad heads. My spirit's willing and how, but these damn boots are killing me.
I think we can just about sneak a win here, but we'll see. Fernanda. Okay. Well, we wiped out everything they have. I can't do anything more than that.
No major story to that one, it's just fight and that's it. Alright, time to move on then. That's our first little machine of the map done. So we'll move into this bit next. Onto there, the main quest. Map isn't super large, like. We'll see how we go in terms of getting through it.
A robust rain hither comes.
Okay, so we can go in there. We'll explore up here first up. Village has been slaughtered to the last, not a soul remaining save for a few Nilfgaardians. Claim to have arrived only recently to learn the fate of their collector. Arrived in the village a few days past and has since vanished without a trace. What should we do with the Blackclads? They've offered to buy their freedom. Shackled and bound. Get wrecked. Oh shit, can we go all the way up here? Yes, we can. Okay, random cave, I'll be back to you. 2,400, that's a chunk of gold. Okay, puzzle special rules, shorten battle. Situated near a deep cave. This looks like a dragon. Wonderful. Oh, we'll see what we got. Combine at least 3 identical cards to damage the Wyvern. Use your leader ability. Move a card to an adjacent vertical or horizontal position. Oh, okay, so this is like match 3. Okay, I see. I got it. Matter which way, or it shouldn't. Nice. Combo. Okay. One here we can do. Uh-oh, this might be where we get stuck if there's nothing we can do. Oh no. Not at all, we can just keep going. Grand. It's weird if we can get one on a go, it might the fight for me. Oh, it's fine. Some of the puzzle battles have been quite challenging, others are pretty easy, but that's for me. I think the puzzle battles are really you get them or you don't, and I'd say it vary massively person to person. It's not even in a, ooh, I'm smart, I got it kind of way. It's, sometimes you just see them or you don't. With things like that. Oh, look at that, a hole in the ground. Sure, this is fine. Neckers of nests in the field. Piece of nasty habit is hoarding stolen trinkets. Yeah. Give me the golden wood. Really? Okay, we better get back up to this town and see what's going on with these Nilfgaardian nerds. Immediately cease all production within local workshops and forges. More propaganda. Nice.
Meve arrived at the walls of Gradobor, famed for fine rugs and woven tapestries. The city's artisans had been at work, no doubt pressed by the Nilfgaardians. For atop the tallest spire, that of the town hall, flapped a lustrous ebony flag, a sun of golden threads at its center. So vast was the banner, Gascon whistled in admiration.
Gotta admit, the Blackclads certainly have panache.
And a vast and powerful army, I'd remind you.
Reynard interjected.
Arbalists line the walls. That stench in the air, hot tar. Victory's not likely to come cheap, I fear.
An interesting tomb. No, I don't think I've hit that yet. Oh yeah, we're assaulting. Obviously we're taking it back.
Said Meve, a hardness in her voice.
Reynard, Gascon, ready our men to attack.
The Lyrians needed no more encouragement. Since arriving, they had reveled in anticipation of taking the city, then ripping the banner from its spire.
Okay, what have we got here? Shortened battle. Cool. Get rid of Gascon. Yeah, that'll work.
It will be difficult, Your Grace. The walls are strong.
Life is mine now.
There's a time to reap, a time to sow, and a time to die.
Okay. Oh wow, that's a lot. Well, fuck me. That really is a lot. Turn, I guess.
Gate! Someone's opening the gate! Forward, march!
Someone opened the gate, though. Interesting.
You mad? Don't shake that!
Okay, I'm getting that down for healing. I don't know if I'm gonna win this one. It's a bit ropey.
Discipline, that is what you folk lack.
Fuck it, we'll do our best.
Fericho.
Aye.
Alright, so we're ahead now. Will we stay ahead? I don't know. Maybe.
Wise choice. El Herzer.
Okay. As much done as I can do there, and we'll last. Pass at that and hope for the best.
My prescription, a bit of bloodletting.
Oh, we got him.
Victory,
Nice.
Your Grace! The city is ours!
Eric Nilfgaard.
The battle for Gradobor was a hard fight, though not quite as hard as most had thought it might be. During the assault, at its critical juncture, a blow fell from the blue. The
Yeah, the
unlikely
gate opened.
heroes, merchants and burghers brought together by the city's guilds. A wave of them, all riled,
Merchants.
swarmed the black-clads at the gates and opened them wide to let Lyria in.
Onward! Follow me!
As fighting died down around the city, Meve rode for the town hall on a personal quest. Nilfgaard's vast, garish banner rippled overhead. With its halyard cut, it plunged like a great black bird, stricken. It was the last any would see of the golden sun over Gradobor.
3 cheers! Hip, hip, hooray!
The Lyrians were victorious, though not without aid. Meve met with the merchants who had roused the townsfolk, inspired them to rise up and fight.
Many of my soldiers, dozens, perhaps hundreds, owe you their lives today.
Said the Queen.
For that, I am deeply grateful. No, deeply indebted. Should you know a way I might repay the debt, don't for a moment hesitate to ask.
The merchants exchanged glances, nodded, grunted, agreed
What did
with
I
each
gotta
other
ask for
without
her?
uttering a word. Then one, a clothfuller, his moustache most robust, stepped forth, bowed low, and spoke for them all.
This is
Your Majesty.
pretty sinister.
The invaders brought laws. Laws what don't agree with customs we've long held. Non-humans they forced us to accept. Let them join our guilds, sit on the city council. It's right ridiculous it is.
Ooh, they want me to be
These
racist.
treacherous dwarves, why, they've been on their side from the start, so it's no wonder. But, well, the Nilfgaardian reforms, we'd like you to revoke them. Non-humans must know their place.
An awkward silence ensued. All turned their eyes to the Queen, awaiting her response.
Nog for Nog. How are you doing, Nog? I'm gonna keep them in place. I'm not gonna be racist.
I agree. Non-humans must know their place.
Began the Queen.
So listen closely, all. Whether elf, dwarf, gnome, or human, it matters not. My subjects are equal.
Your Grace, you said it thysen. Were it not for us...
My troops would have died, true. Yet among the dead, there'd have been dwarves of Mahakam, I've no doubt. Dwarves who agreed to fight by my side when none believed I could prevail.
True. The Pickle Prince, the Pickle Man cometh.
The tradesman huffed, the tradesman puffed. Meve silenced them with a firm swipe of her hand. She left Gradobor that very day, furious at the city's merchants for their bigotry, and irked at an unpleasant truth, that even the vile Nilfgaardians occasionally got something right.
Alright, we're in. Yeah, mind yourself, Nog. It's very easy to get run down.
Beautifully knocked those racist knoblickers down a peg. Here, here, dear Queen. Beautifully knocked those racist knoblickers down a peg.
They were being
Here,
racist.
Here, dear Queen.
Dwarves don't let humans into Mahakam. Why have we got to let them into our homes? Dwarves don't let humans into Mahakam.
And that's
Why have we
also
gotta let
kinda
them into
true.
our homes?
Do we have enough to build something? Maybe. We need 2,500. So I need 3,500 gold altogether for the or no, wait. Three and a half, 6,500. So we don't need to keep more than 6,500 gold at any one time. Okay, so this is where I am on the map. We've kind of done around there, up there. We're going to scooch into here before going this way, which looks like the main path forward. Oh no, Jared, you mind yourself as well. These look like dwarves. What's going on with you lads? Milady, couriers have arrived from Mahakam. The Zergans Bank to be more precise. They've arrived with several sacks of every coin, your earnings from the investment. Oh nice! Give me that gold! We don't need any more than 6,500, so that's interesting. We gave the dwarves some money ages ago and they actually paid me back. Now we can build something. Margs, how are you? Bling? Oh, unlocked all of Gascon's buildings. Sweet! So now we just need 3,500 gold, so we can spend more. I won't go any more than that. Build the next thing we need, what? 2,500 gold. Okay. Cool. No, thank you for shutting up, Margs. Very important. Margs is playing Returnal, shockingly. Margs is a wonderful streamer, you should check her out. Huge fan of Game Pass. I joke. Get myself in trouble. Here we go. Here we go.
As the Lyrians passed a cemetery, marching along its ivy-covered wall, they heard mourners wailing pitifully to a priestess's moving song. The soldiers dutifully lowered their heads. Their minds sought out fallen comrades and kin, and they wondered whom else the war would yet claim.
Listen,
said Gascon, stirring me from her own meditation.
I think I'll veer off for a bit.
What for? To offer your condolences?
In a manner of speaking. But just go on. I'll rejoin you soon.
No. Okay, Gascon, what are you up to? No, we're not going to follow him. We're going to trust him.
Meve nodded, spurred her mount, and rode on. By nightfall, Gascon had indeed rejoined the force. Ignoring his companion's inquisitive looks, he simply sat and stared fixedly into the fire. Meve thought Gascon would explain his absence, or at the very least devise a witty excuse for absconding. But he never uttered a word.
His business.
Good mother, grant him eternal peace.
Pardon my gnomish, but I don't give a flying rat's arse about peace for the dead. You'll do as you've been told. Dig up the brossards, chop them to bits, burn the ash. And be sure to turn them statues and gravestones to rubble. If you refuse me again, I'll make sure you share the same fate as those traitors. Wow.
Oh, why have they left us? Lilka, why? Move that candle. To the left. No, higher. Move that candle.
Okay. Well, interesting. We didn't follow Gascon, so I don't know if we missed out on some story there, but whatever it is played out. I think we just need to go up here. I don't think I've been down that way. Give me that sweet, sweet wood. These hovels are inhabited by elves. They're starving. They're none in Grabador are willing to trade with them. Offer to sell what little they can, next to nothing. Mere scraps and modest coin. Yeah, give me that wood. Oh, fighting. We love Game Pass. And PS Plus. We love them all. Oh, these are traitors. Okay, let's go with that. I think we're on a standard battle. Yeah.
101, 102, 103.
Should have listened to me, old lady.
For Rivia!
Oh shit, that's a lot of dudes. Okay, let's do this.
152, 154.
That's exactly what I read, Omega. Pretty much exactly what I read. Oh, interesting. They have passed. Something like this might do the trick. Yeah, we'll also pass. Nice! I think we'll try win this round. ill-advised as that usually is. We're gonna just go for it. Hex, how are you? Good to see you. And I don't know, did we get a shout out for Omega? Well, no. We definitely need to shout out Tex to the moon, as is customary. Relaxing after work, nice. Relaxing before work, unfortunately.
This harvest, we'll be reaping black-clad heads. Can't take it anymore.
Oof. A lot of damage. Okay. Get you out. That'll do for now. Dark One Sports Game Pass. It's just the way of it. Game Pass is inevitable.
Hail Kerzer!
Catch! Ha! Discipline. That is what you folk lack.
There's PlayStation 2, Garrett, but there's room for both. And Nintendo, and PC, and the whole frickin' shebang. Okay, we're a little bit behind her.
You can try to win them all, but you won't.
Aw, got one of my archers. Let's see what we can do here. This is my final play, so it better be a good one.
Left, right.
Oh, can't take it anymore.
Oh, we're gonna lose. Looks like. Yeah, I am fucking boned here.
Again and again and again.
My spirit's willing and how, but these damn boots are killing me.
They don't have much in the way of cards left either.
Scrubbing duty again? Oh, gods.
We'll catch them all! Ha! Droit en Kazer!
Tell me you jest.
There's a time to reap, a time to sow, and a time to die.
That is all I got, and it's not enough.
Yes?
Nuts, we lost. Wasn't Darkbond, it was the emote. Alright. Let's go with this, fine. Made the classic mistake, I should have thrown the second round.
Should've listened to me, old lady.
For Rivia!
Scrubbing duty again? Oh, gods.
Watch your heads!
New orders? No?
Yeah, we'll keep him for the moment.
Catch!
We'll do that. Oh, dog.
I live to serve you.
Okay, no passing yet.
Quick and painful this'll be.
Left, right, left, right.
And give up. Still not giving up. Love of God.
You can try to win them all, but you won't. Can't take it anymore.
Okay, really making this first round into a brawl, but that's fine. We'll have to play this then. Finally, they give up. Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna pass. Do your worst. I'll have to play a few cards to win. There we go. Not that many, unfortunately. No, I didn't need to redraw nothing. That's all good.
Oh. Must be an important lesson in this. But what?
My spirit's willing and how, but these damn boots are killing me.
Okay.
Very good.
There's a time to reap, a time to sow, and
This is going pretty well, I think. We shall see. Get some fire out.
I smell a leak.
Gloire and Kader!
You mad? Don't shake that!
Got any victuals? Hungry like a wolf, I am.
The chase is on!
You can try to win them all, but you won't.
Yeah, this is all still fine. I think this will be my final ploy. Alright, we're passing. I think we have enough of a lead here. We should be okay this time. Look, although we'll see. Yeah, we are. Got it. Woo! Jeez, there isn't even that much treasure, really. Attention elves, dwarves, halflings, and other vile non-humans. I, Queen Maeve, hereby proclaim that upon regaining my throne you shall be punished for aiding the enemy in wartime. The exact opposite of what I said. Your affiliation or lack thereof, so-called squirrels, is unimportant, for treacherous blood nevertheless flows through your veins and it must be spilt. That an ear in the soup? Probably. Alright, so that's it. We've been all up there, we've been down there, we've been in there. So it's time to shove on this way towards our next main quest point. We're through a wedge of this map. Question. Shoot. Alright, standard battle. Eat an elf in Middle-earth. Yes. But not because it's cannibalism, because they're sentient. Surely. Okay, let's go with that.
Scrubbing duty again? Oh, gods.
Should have listened to me, old lady.
New orders? No? Ah.
Watch your heads! Destillat Seifel!
I know that they often talk about elvish cousins, don't they?
Catch!
on, give it up nice and early. Don't make me burn through too many cards.
Wise choice.
Oh, this asshole has no intention of giving up.
The chase is on!
Oh, there we go, finally. Get wrecked. Finish redrawing. I'm gonna pass. Dragon, thank you for the hydrate. No redraws. Let's just do this thing.
Must be an important lesson in this. But what?
This harvest, we'll be reaping black-clad heads.
Order!
Now, I probably should have redrawn the alchemist actually, but oh well.
I smell a leak.
Ah, the alchemist might be good actually. We'll keep it in reserve till later.
Come on, contender!
Oh shit, I should have healed. Dog.
A highly curious case.
My spirit's willing and how, but these damn boots are killing me.
Life is mine now. Discipline. That is what you folk lack.
Okay, dash gun, in you go.
About to get dull.
No, I'm gonna use this now. And get rid of some of the archers.
Egreto dum anime est, spes est.
Greetings. What is it?
Okay, these are about all the moves I have left. That's it.
Wise choice.
Yeah, I think we have this in the bag.
My prescription, a bit of blood fetish.
Hell yeah. We got him. No, very little story to that as well. We're just dunking Nilfgaard. It's normally to make a big deal out of it, but... To your most honourable Nilfgaardian sirs, I here do inform you that my neighbour Raslav, a cheat and liar, has hid many riches from your most grand collectors. Here be a map for your highly esteemed sirs, drawn by myself of course, which shows where he stashes good. Don't spare Raslav a single lash, he deserves the harshest punishment. Goes without saying I'm writing this denunciation for the noblest of reasons. Still, I'd not refuse a reward for turning the bugger in. Milovek. Okay, it's in the trees. Hang on, wait, which trees? These trees? Nah, mustn't be them, it'll give me the prompt. Alright, we're through. So what have we got here? We have a little bit of exploring to do around here, but really we're going up there. That's where our main story resumes. Hey bro, what's up? Hunter from the shack came out to meet us. He said he found an object most odd and mystical while out hunting. Could be a piece of something larger, though we can't be sure. Oh yeah, I'll take that. Meet a piece of the card. Alright, well, this looks to be about it for this area. There doesn't seem to be a whole bunch here. Alright, we best get ready to cross this bridge. I think I can build something first though. Yeah. Not enough resources? Oh, it's 2,500 wood. Okay, fine. No. It's me that's losing my mind. We need 3,500. Ah, we're not going to get into gold exchanging right now. We're good as we are. Alright. Let's cross the bridge. Some main quest awaits. Oh, well, this is wrecked. I wonder, might we make it through?
The Queen had chosen to meet Willem at Devil's Tower, and not without purpose. The structure stood on an isle, so no foe could approach without first exposing themselves on a narrow bridge. The isle had little vegetation midst which to conceal a large force. A small unit could evade detection. altogether not much to fear.
No escorts were your terms.
Began Gascon, with a hint of mischief.
But better safe than sorry, I always say.
What are you suggesting?
Yours truly and 4 chaps behind the walls. Give a signal, any signal, and we'll leap to your side.
Meve struggled with her conscience. There was no honor in Gascon's plan, but prudence, certainly. In the end, she nodded in agreement, though not without compunction.
Oh yeah, I did. I left Gascon about his business. I didn't follow him, didn't see what he was up to. I let him do whatever he was going to do. I figured it might be something to do with mourning or something. That's what it is. That was the choice I had at the tomb, was I think follow Gascon or leave him do his thing, so I left him do his thing.
Willem arrived soon after, the heavily armored cavalry he had in tow clearly there to boost his courage. He left them at the foot of the bridge and rode across alone. A stiff wind from the river nearly made off with his ermine fur cloak. Willem and the mother who'd borne him stood face to face. They gazed into each other's eyes, waiting to see who would look away first. When neither did, Meve broke the silence.
Time flies, and I've a kingdom to liberate. No need to drag this out. What's this about? Tell me.
I thought my messenger already did.
Oh, he did. And how? Willem I wishes to arrange a truce. Only, Willem I is in no position to parley on an equal footing. Willem I can, at most, offer his unconditional surrender, because Willem I's losing this war.
Yes, Mother, I am. And I see that by losing I've at last made you content.
Yep. You're going to the gallows if I have my way, Willem. Son or not. Oh, fuck you. Don't play the victim.
Don't play the victim. What next? Will you say you turned cloak because Mummy showed no warmth, displayed no feelings?
'Twould be unfair, any such judgment. You did show feelings, chiefly enmity, contempt. But that's not why I betrayed you. No, I simply disagreed with your choices, assessments.
I had every right to do what I considered just and good.
And I had every right to voice my view, which you ever ignored. Yet this is neither the time nor the place to discuss that. Let us parley as strangers. I'm losing, you say. And you're right. But I haven't lost yet. And have no intention to surrender.
Okay.
I am ready, however, to renounce my fealty to the Empire and pledge my forces to you. As long as you fulfill my conditions.
Ooh, conditions. We could. I've probably about 2.5 hours. Maybe I can give. I could probably stretch it a little bit longer. Needs be. We'll see.
Mm-hmm. Let me hear them.
First, you will not rescind the reforms I've authorized already, any of them. Second, you will guarantee both my safety and that of my advisors.
I don't know what the reforms are. His safety, about that.
Third, I shall remain your heir, and next in line for the throne.
No.
These terms I cannot accept.
Well, I had to try, Mother.
Yet I can't deny your courage either. Come here. Look me in the eye. This couldn't have been easy.
No, it wasn't.
Been burnt too many times, Lily.
I trust when the time comes, you'll show the same nerve on the battlefield.
I shall seek out your banner. Let the gods then settle our dispute once and for all. Goodbye, Mother.
Willem bowed, turned and walked away. Neve's anger burned still in her gut, beneath a heart now heavy with grief. Soon thereafter, Neve's army set out towards Rivia Castle. It would not be long now before the decisive battle.
Oh, cool. Thanks, Pine Prince. Decisive battle, so we are pushing into endgame, I guess. We might get it finished. We'll see. There's a chunk of map left yet. We'll try. We'll see how it goes. Actually, speaking of which, before we push on any further, I'm going to take a quick break. I'll grab a coffee or a GF. Yeah, I want some sort of caffeine. Anyway. Oh, no, I certainly won't. We have this kind of chunk of land. That little bit there. This chunk here, so yeah, we'll push on through and see how we do. Mainly depends probably on if I get stuck in a puzzle battle or anything or something like that, but hopefully we shouldn't. No spoilers in thumbnail. Ah, it's grand. I tend not to check the Discord while I'm streaming anyway. I usually look at it after. Cool. I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab something for myself to drink and we'll continue. So see you in just a moment.